So, you guys know that I really try and stay away from drama and rage bait and negativity and really anything outside our field, which is 3D game development. It would have been super easy to become a channel where I just react to the latest bullshit that happens within our industry. But for the most part, I have decided that I want to keep our community project-oriented, healthy, and positive. And statistically, mathematically, and financially, that decision has been extremely costly. But with the community that we've created here and on Discord, it's a decision that I don't regret and I would gladly make again if I had the choice. We stay in our field, we find solutions to problems, and we communicate them to each other here. That's it. Plain and simple, that's all we do. But every now and then, sometimes shit happens, shit that genuinely leaves me speechless and just feels like needs to be addressed publicly, so that our fellow 3D artists and content creators are properly warned about the changes that YouTube is making secretly behind your back. So if you bear with me for a few minutes, hopefully you will avoid the ridiculous situation that cost me one of my most popular and honestly normal videos. It started 2 weeks ago. A random video that I had uploaded recently was flagged for nudity and immediately taken down and deleted. Now mind you, when I upload all my videos, I mark them all as not appropriate for kids by default, and they are all labeled under educational content. Despite that, the content was still removed and taken down automatically. Then they forced me to take a compliance test to make sure I knew what sort of content was allowed on YouTube. I finished the test and it was kind of interesting because in the test it specifically tells you that nudity is allowed under educational, artistic, or things like journalistic or historical accuracy type content. So this just made me even more confused because my content obviously falls under artistic and educational purposes. If you're wondering what got the video flagged and taken down, we just had a typical low poly female based body. We were talking about topology. I won't show it here since it's clearly not allowed, but if you want to see it, you can find the uncensored version on my Patreon. But just imagine a typical 3D female-based body on the screen for a tutorial in T-pose. Nothing crazy, so obviously I thought this was ridiculous and excessive, but I didn't want to waste my time arguing with them, so I just censored that part of the video and re-uploaded it. And then it turns out the censored part of the video itself got censored as nudity and was again automatically hit with warnings. So I personally hopped on a chat with them and I had them watch the video to see for themselves that there was literally nothing in the video that would warrant a warning. And after watching the video themselves, they confirmed that the video is fine and the warnings were removed. Now, that was annoying, but it was over and I thought that was the end of it. But just a few days ago, I got hit with another warning, saying that another video of mine had been deemed inappropriate and now has reduced viewership and limited ad revenue and commercial support. But this video was 6 years old. I had forgotten about this video completely. So you can imagine my surprise and confusion because I had been told that when YouTube updates their compliance policies, they don't apply those policies retroactively. Usually the videos that get hit after the policy changes are the ones that get published afterwards. But they really reached back in time for this one because this video was 6 years old. But I gave them the benefit of the doubt, like, okay, I know I was a little bit more edgy back then and a lot less serious, and I would meme a little bit. Maybe the video was inappropriate and I just forgot about it. So I went back to see what the video was, and you know what I found after rewatching it? It's really short. The video is only about a minute long, and it was actually one of my most honest, straightforward educational videos. Specifically, I'm just teaching artists how to rig double-jointed IK legs. Like, there are some videos where you could point out and say, yeah, you're kind of dancing around the line there, but this video was not one of them. This video was just straight up an IK tutorial lesson. So I appealed it. Then I got an automated response saying the appeal was denied. So again, I hopped on a one-on-one chat with them directly, explained the situation, and they said, oh sure, our internal team will take a look at it. And I waited a few days, and afterwards, I got the following message, basically telling me that, actually, I was correct. The video does, in fact, comply with what is allowed on YouTube, but still is inappropriate. So we're banning the viewers from under 18 from being able to find it. It's going to have reduced coverage, limited monetization. And while they're telling me all this, if you're a YouTube or a content creator, you know exactly what this actually means. It means that we're shadow banning the video. It's not going to pop up when people search for it, and it's never going to recover financially because it's basically just a dead video now, which sucks because it was actually one of the few popular videos that I had. Like, I'm not a big YouTuber. I have no shame in admitting that I'm more of a mid-tier YouTuber at best. My average videos get between 1 to 2,000, maybe 3,000 views. But this was one of the only videos that I had where we had 500,000 views. So no rules were broken, but we still received a penalty. And they told me this decision was final. And I told them, okay, I understand. I'm not asking for another appeal, but I would like some clarification here because the compliance test I took a few days ago specifically said even things like nudity are allowed in specific contexts of art, education, journalism, and history. And my video explicitly has the not for children marked in the upload process and is clearly under educational content. Under your own rules, I understand that you guys retain the right to remove videos if the content has camera angles or dialogue or if anything seems like it's intended to arouse some sort of inappropriate suggestive behavior. But this video is literally a 3D instructional. Meanwhile, there's thousands of dance, cosplay, yoga, exercise, fashion, and music videos that are blatantly, clearly intentionally trying to show and depict explicitly suggestive content that do not contain the warning ban for viewers under the age of 18 that my video now has. So I'm just curious, why was this video specifically singled out? Because, like, as a normal human, I just want to understand the reasoning as to how your internal team feels that a 3D tutorial about IK constraints in Blender feels suggestive and inappropriate for kids under 18. And then how that same exact team can look at another video where women rap about wet ass pussy, aka WAP. Like, you guys can see women grinding themselves towards the camera and decide, nah, there's no suggestive content here. Children under 18 should totally watch this. Like, really? Where are the rules? And just to be clear, I am not trying to target WAP or Cardi B's video. Please do not go over there and mob report that video as inappropriate. That is not what I'm saying. I am just saying I don't mind rules. I just don't know why they're only being applied selectively and then being completely ignored in places where they are blatantly being violated. For those of you who don't know, you can tell when a video has been hit because there will be a little note under it like this. If we go to a video that has not been hit like this, you will see no warning, meaning that YouTube thinks that kids under 18 should view it. But regardless, I send that email, I have some questions, I want them answered. I want to know if there's a specific reason why WAP is acceptable and 3D IK tutorials are not. Because they said that an internal human team reviewed the content, saw my video, and they concluded that it was inappropriate for kids under 18. So I want to know exactly what part of the video made them come to that conclusion and why. Because, you know, I would like to avoid this problem in the future. It's kind of hard to know what to do if you have no idea what caused it in the first place. A few days go by and the response that I got was this. It just completely dodged the whole subject, no explanation, no clarification about how the rules work, how they are decided or applied. It just is what it is. Have a nice day. And that's where we are now. I have 7 years of videos teaching people how to rig and animate 3D characters. Most of these tutorials display female 3D characters because that's what most 3D artists struggle to get right. Properly getting weight painting and rigging to work on thigh, groin, pelvis, hip, and chest areas is very difficult. And it's even more difficult to learn if the tutorial isn't allowed to show you the body that you're working on. But from what I'm seeing, if this video has been shadow banned with a viewer age warning, I mean, really anything now between 7 years ago could be hit from what I can tell. I mean, long story short, there's a high chance that a lot of my content will just not be searchable in the near future. I mean, yeah, I could upload it to Patreon, but only a tiny fraction of people will ever find it there. Now, I'm not saying that I'm giving up. I'm still in the fight, and I'm still going to fight as long as I have a computer and access to the internet. I just think that this is one of those rare moments where I really need to let the monthly members and patrons know just how important they really are and statistically show you why they matter. Because I think a lot of people, when you join a patron or a YouTube membership, it's kind of hard to know or feel exactly how much you're actually helping the channel. But in this case, I can show you exactly just how much of a difference you make. I'm pretty open about how much I make from YouTube. It's not much. If we're talking shorts, if I make a video and it gets 20,000 views, then I make like a little over $1. If we're talking normal widescreen tutorials, probably gonna make $2, maybe $3. Like, we're not making much per video. it does add up, but when we get hit with a warning or an inappropriate flag, then that is essentially a dead shadow banned video. Most of the time, the video will never recover, and that is where the members come in. Members are the backbone of this channel, not views, because the algorithm here sure as hell does not. There are two types of members. There's the $5 and the $15. I keep it simple, and I've capped it out at 15 because I truly believe there are no perks that I could possibly offer that would legitimize me asking for anything more than that. The point is, even at the $5 tier, you have basically insulated the channel against 3 demonetized, flagged, or shadow banned videos. That's a huge difference for me, because that means on a typical day when I make a video that I know isn't going to be popular or maybe even hated by the YouTube algorithm, it doesn't really matter, because if it gets hit, I know we have members that back me up each video in the worst case scenario. This allows me to make content that I actually think is useful or important or even fun, even if I know it's probably not going to get a lot of views or may straight up be demonetized. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's just really comfortable and liberating to know that I don't have to jump on the trends. I don't have to react to rage bait and pump out meaningless content every day to stay relevant here on YouTube. You know, it's really because of the members that you guys can rest assured and know that if I make a video here, it's really just because I wanted to make that video, not because I'm trying to farm for views. So thank you. If you've been a member or a patron and I see that star badge next to your name in the comments, just know that you have my eternal gratitude, because you are the backbone of this channel. And lastly, I did some more research, and there's a few extra things that I think are important to know if you want to avoid getting hit like this. So first up is, if you are showing images of unclothed 3D characters that are female with classic traditional proportions, then you have to be aware that there is now a high chance that you are going to trigger the YouTube's flagging AI. If you show cheeks, or you show boobs, or even the silhouette of either of those things in a jumpsuit, those seem to be 2 key things that the flagging AI is trained on most. If you're gonna show a butt, it has to either have shorts or some distinguished, easily visible clothing. Unless you're Cardi B and you're whapping all over the place, then I guess it's fine. I don't know, maybe the flagging algorithm would have been fine if I was just using a real live female model in an exotic swimsuit for my tutorials instead of fake low poly 3D models. Honestly, that would probably get even more views. I haven't tested it, but from what I can tell, that seems to be what YouTube prefers. But maybe you guys can let me know in the comments if this is confirmed or not. And secondly, there's another component to the flagging AI that I wasn't aware of, which you should probably know, which is, if you are creating or drawing or modeling classically traditional feminine characters, you have to verbally say in the video that this content is for educational or artistic purposes only. You have to say the words in the video for the algorithm to give you the benefit of the doubt and understand that you are not just drawing porn. If you write that stuff in the description or in the pinned comment, or you list it as educational content, or even if you check the box that says it's not for kids, the algorithm does not care. None of that matters. You have to say the words in the video. Otherwise, the flagging AI thinks you're fair game. Now, when I figured this out, it was kind of a shock, but this explains so much why everyone wastes 10 seconds of your life at the beginning of each video saying things like, oh, this is just for artistic demonstration, or this is for educational purposes, this is just a historical example, or this is just how I personally do things, this is not law. I thought people were just wasting my time, but apparently they do that so that the AI knows not to hit them. Because, like, for me, I always assumed that these things were obvious to the viewer. Like, obviously, the method I'm showing you in my video is how I do it personally. It's not law. Or clearly, the base body you see in this tutorial is for educational purposes. Like, I specifically scratched out those phrases from all of my video scripts because I assumed that anyone watching would infer that by default. But this new piece of information changes everything. Because now, instead of keeping the video short and jumping right into solving your problem at the beginning of the video, I'm gonna have to waste 10 seconds of your life saying things like, oh, by the way, this female body you see on the screen is just for educational purposes only. It is not meant to be inappropriate and thus is safe for viewing. Like, this is how videos get bloated and filled with meaningless words that do nothing except extend view time. And sadly, it also makes perfect sense because YouTube's biggest goal is to extend watch time and keep you here on the platform for as long as possible. But it's just annoying to see that we are being forced to waste people's time saying things that are obvious to anyone with a brain. Like, God, I hate making this kind of content. I was supposed to be researching and analyzing the new Unreal 5.8 free video to motion capture software today, But instead, I'm bitching about problems that shouldn't even exist. But you know, these things are kind of important because maybe you are a fellow artist or a 3D modeler who creates classically traditional looking feminine characters and you're not getting any views and you're wondering why. And now, hopefully, at least you know, it might be because there is an active system out there that is purposefully looking for anything that remotely looks like a set of cheeks and boobs. And if your art depicts that, well, it might be getting flagged behind your back. Or shadow banned in the near future. Or both. Could be either or. But regardless, I hope that helps. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic day. And I'll see you around.